Hey everybody, welcome back. The first thing that I think I want to talk about is that we are preparing for some serious winter weather. We are still recovering from the winter weather that just happened. We're about a week away from when I made those videos of the snow and stuff, and you guys got to see how much we got. After those videos, we actually got more on top of that. Schools were out of school all week because people couldn't get out of their driveways. People have still not left their driveways. Ice is everywhere still. As you can see, a lot of the snow back there, like the rest of the field has kind of like melted, but like only places where sun's hitting has melted at all. And it's pretty bad. We have been lucky enough to be able to leave our road and like go to town and get some things and come back. But I tell you that like passing driveways and stuff, I look and there's just no way. And then on Facebook, people are saying and showing pictures of their driveways and stuff locally. They're trying to get their driveways scraped. It's pretty rough still. The person that I showed you, or I didn't show you the person, but like the truck, at the big mountain across from us, where they were parked down there. Actually, there was another person that came in not long after I made my second video where like all the snow is out here. They came in and they had to park and walk up it because it had snowed so badly that their vehicle wouldn't pull it. I do believe that it was a Jeep that he was driving, or she, I don't know. And we weren't able to help because we couldn't even get it on our driveway. So that was kind of sad to watch, but they did come scrape their road, I believe, the next day. But that is a long walk. They have a lot of people that have purchased 4 or 5 homes up there now that have been built in the time frame that, I guess, just over the past couple of years. When I was in my younger years and my teenage years and stuff, I went up there. It was just a mountain that they paved at some point, and then it was like just that. That was all it was for a long time. And then now they have houses, up there. And me and my husband was talking earlier. I was like, do you think, when you're moving somewhere, maybe like when we were talking about the possibility of moving to Charlotte, and one day we're hoping that's still an option. But, we're not from a city. We're not from an area like that. We're from the mountains. So we are not fully aware of, maybe places that you wouldn't want to live or things you wouldn't want to do and stuff like that. Or maybe that we need a specific vehicle to get somewhere. Like, I wonder if that's, like how some of these people are is, you move somewhere not fully knowing like what winter brings here, or the fact of maybe needing a different type of vehicle, and unable to buy another one. I don't know what the situation is, and I'm not talking about that person specifically. I'm just saying, like, and I don't think any vehicle would have done it, to be honest. I just wonder if, like, when you move somewhere like that, hopefully people look into all kinds of things like that, because, there's certain things that you probably wouldn't think about. You'd probably think about the neighborhood that you moved in and stuff like that, but you maybe wouldn't think, well, gee, like, it's summertime right now and I'm moving in and stuff, but I wonder what winter's going to bring here. You probably wouldn't think about that. Maybe there's like certain things you wouldn't think about. I don't know. But I just really felt so bad for them having to walk that and everything. And we were talking and I was like, I bet he regrets it right now, because that driveway is very long. Hopefully now that he's seen that, he's more prepared, and hopefully whatever the reason that he had to leave that day, unless it was like an emergency type situation, hopefully he won't have to do that again or she won't have to do that again if the weather gets like they're saying it's going to, because we are still recovering, like I said, from that. I know in other areas it's much worse than it was here. But like I said, there's a lot of people that are still in their houses and have been in their houses the whole time. Another issue that we are having, kind of on a wide spectrum, is, well, there's a couple. There's one, we ran out of brine to put on the roads. So a lot of places did not get fully de-iced, I guess. And they weren't able. Now, I don't know if this is the current situation. I just know that, Facebook educates me about some things, so I can't say that this is fact completely or not. It's not like I've called the county to confirm this or not, but a lot of people are saying that they can't find me brine and the salt and stuff that you need for that. They can't find it, and they've been like within an hour or so away of here trying to find it, and they cannot. That's a huge problem, a huge problem, especially with what's coming. Today's Friday. Sunday night is when the first round is supposed to hit, and then I think a few days after that it's supposed to hit again, but worse. And we could be getting, I think, like 4 or 6 inches is what is like roughly estimated. It could be more or less than that, but that's kind of like the average. Another issue that's happening, according to the good old Facebook, is gas companies. So I think I've mentioned this before. We have gas. We use gas, gas heating, like a gas stove. So here I think that's honestly like super smart. The power goes out here a lot. I'm not sure. I would say closer to town it doesn't, but like where I live, and a lot of people around here live kind of in areas like I do, the wind can blow sideways sometimes and your power goes out. So you just have to be kind of prepared for that. I've had really good luck the past, like, I don't know, maybe 6 months or so. Much better than it's been since I moved in here, because we ended up having an issue with our power box, our, I don't know what they're called, a transformer. It was like something was wrong with it. And one night, it was noticed that there was like sparking coming from it when the air conditioner would cut on. So we, called the power company. They come out, they fixed it, and he said like a lot of stuff was wrong with it. It was pretty much fried. And then since he's fixed whatever that was, my power has been more sturdy. But, anyways, that has nothing to do with the gas. My point about the gas is like that a lot of people around here have it because the power goes out a lot, and you're still able to heat your home and cook. So, anyways, you're also able to like bathe easier, I feel like, because obviously you can fill your tub. You can fill like, those big cannon pots and stuff full of water. You heat it up, you pour it in the bathtub, everybody can take a bath, you just keep doing that. So, anyways, a lot of the gas companies here, I guess, are overwhelmed and overworked. This is hopefully something that I'm not going to have to deal with, because I called and ordered gas to fill us the rest of the way up, just to be prepared for what we're about to have. Since I don't know how long it's going to last, or even when it's over, like I said, we're still having effects from the last one, and it was nothing compared to what is coming. So, I don't know how long we will be at home continuously, or how long we will be trapped, or how long the cold weather is going to be. So I wanted to make sure, and I have a order coming to fill up, in 2 days. So hopefully the snow and everything kind of holds off where they are able to make it to us, and everybody else too. So this is the point that I was getting. So a lot of the gas companies that people say they are using, they have ordered well over a week ago. Some people 8 to 10 days ago, some people 12 days ago, some people in between any of that timeline. And they're just not getting answers on when it will be. They're saying, I don't know when it will be, or they're telling them, oh, it'll be, a couple of days, or it'll be this, or it'll be that. And, then they're not getting it in that time frame. And then I saw one person's comment where she said that she had called, and they said that it was out for delivery. That was 2 days ago, she said. So that's not funny. I don't know. Oh, I look a nervous laugh, but it's difficult, because are they going to be able to make it through what's about to happen if they do not get that gas delivery? Some person said she was on 35%. One person said 40%. One person said she was on 35% when she made the call 8 days ago. And like I said, it's been cold here, so there's no telling what she's at now. Some of the gas companies are charging an additional fee. I don't know if this is like an everywhere thing, but the gas companies here, if you're below a certain number, you're supposed to call when you get close to that number, so that you fill it from that number to this number, right? The tank that I have, I don't have that luxury. I have to fill up every time. Whatever I get, wherever I'm at, I have to completely fill up from whatever number I'm at. Which is beneficial in the long run. It's just really expensive, but it turns out to be beneficial. But they are charging a fee. Like, let's say, and this is not factual, this part's not factual, like I don't know the numbers. Let's say that they say, hey, you have to call when it's at 50%, but if it's above 50%, they're going to charge you $150 to come out, on top of however much it is to go from 50 to 100%, or 70%, whatever it is. So they add that additional fee if you're above the limit. I believe the point in this is to maybe keep people from calling that don't really need it, so that they are able to, give to the ones who have less gas. So I think that's part of the reason. It is kind of unfortunate, especially with situations like this. It's something that like has to be done because, like I said, I think the point is to be like, only call if you need it. And if you're going to call, then, just know you're going to be charged extra, because we're like, I don't know what for, but it is kind of unfortunate because it's more expensive. So if you are like, hey, I'm at 65%, but I want to go ahead and call and I want to get 100%, and then you have that extra fee, and it's already really expensive. Gas is really, really expensive. I think ours is going to be like around $300 to get us from where we're at to full. And we just did this, actually. We just filled completely up, in December. So like a few days before Christmas. So it's crazy that we're already, I mean, we don't necessarily have to have it, but we need it, and it would be really smart to go ahead and do it. We are below the limit, I guess. So it would just make sense to go ahead and do it and make sure that we have it and stuff, because they are giving negatives. Right now, they are giving, I saw one scale, and I don't remember exactly where this is at, so I'm not saying it's like my area, but they're giving like up to -10 in some areas, and we're not cut out for that. We don't know what that's like. We have some cold winters and some hot summers, but we don't have that, for sure. Like this snow that we just got was the most that it's been in a few years, so we're not, the snow that we just got is kind of like a once every few years type thing. It's not something that we are even remotely used to. So we don't have like the big snowsuits. We don't have the sleds. We don't have the equipment to get out in it. We don't have like the big city brine trucks. We don't have stuff like that. I'm sure there is. I mean, obviously there's trucks that do it, but like we're not equipped for such big things. So such big snow, such big weather, such big whatever. And then like long periods of this lasting, like, we have brine and we have salt and stuff like that, but we don't have the bigger, for like bigger, longer periods of time. So that's something that we're about to face, and it is like the whole Appalachia region, and more. It's a lot of places, and like some of it's really going to be really cold. I think like at one point I saw somewhere, it's not here, but somewhere it was like could be up to -28, and it's so bad. I know that our shelter, our like homeless shelter, stays full quite a bit, but I know that they are open, and they, in situations like this, they open and kind of have a little bit of a different system going down, where like you might be packed in there like sardines, but you're going to be warm, if that's needed, because not only is like homeless people that end up going there, it's like also families that, their power has been out for a long time, or they don't have a secondary type of heat and their power's out, or maybe they can't get back up their driveway, or, like elderly or something. And then the churches usually open their doors up and stuff. So there are places to go, but you have to think about all the animals and the people and stuff that aren't able to make it to places like this. Or, once they're full, they don't have any more room. And it's just, it's a concept to think about, like how when you get cold, you just kind of turn up the heat, or you put on more clothes, or whatever the situation may be. And like some people don't have that. So it's kind of a sad time to think about. And I mean, honestly, it kind of scares me. I'm not gonna lie. And me and my husband was talking about it and stuff, and I was like, I just wish that I had known that it was gonna be this bad, and maybe I would have tried to order, I guess, like those big snowsuits and stuff. But we won't be outside. If it's that cold, there won't be any snow play or anything like that anyways. And obviously there'll be no school, and there'll only be like an absolute emergency thing, because we're going to try to, like I said, get some groceries. We have groceries. I just want to make sure that we have enough, and I want to get stuff that's like easy to make, that you maybe wouldn't have to cook. Even though I can cook, I want to save that gas. And also, cooking in the dark is really hard, and I just like to make something really quick if possible. So I'm not super worried about the fridge, because obviously if it's going to be that cold, I can bring my stuff outside, and keep them and things. So but I just don't want no power. I don't like having no power. We have to gather up some water to be able to like flush our toilets and stuff. So, that's what we're working on right now, and that's what we're going through right now. Let me know if you guys are also in this area and you're experiencing all this winter weather, or where you are and what you're dealing with this winter, because I mean, it's looking to be pretty brutal, and we are just trying to prepare and make sure that we have everything that we need, and hoping that there's, you know, everybody in our community has everything that they need and are able to be safe and warm. Another thing that I literally just thought of, I mean, I've thought of it before, but I just remembered is, you know, a couple months ago in September, I had made some videos about Helene. Helene was really bad around here. It hit Appalachia hard. A lot of places are completely devastated still, and I'm not even sure how big, because I don't watch the news. I'll see like news posts maybe that people share on Facebook, but I don't watch the news. I, as you guys all know, have anxiety, and just watching continuous bad stuff is not good for me, so I don't watch it. But I don't know how much was publicized or broadcast on the news, or if it still is or not, but it is still a very, 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 very large problem, especially Swannanoa and like Silva, Waynesville, Asheville, Boone. All these places are devastated. I mean, there are buildings that are no longer there at all. Apartment complexes, houses that were washed away. And this is like, nobody could obviously prepare for stuff like this, but this is something that does not happen here at all. So nobody was prepared. There's no insurance for that here, because that doesn't happen. Like, they don't offer flood, you know, like stuff like that, like not flood, but hurricane insurance. So it's a lot to think about. There's people who are living in tents right now that are absolutely freezing to death, that have barely made it past, like, through the past few months, because they've lost absolutely everything. And you know, there's a lot of places that FEMA and Red Cross and stuff, they've helped, but unfortunately there has to be an end to a lot of stuff. So there's some places that are people that were maybe in hotels or things like that that are no longer able to do that. It's bad. If you have watched this much of this video and you either don't know what I'm talking about, or you are not super familiar with it, just look it up. I mean, I think it's super important for everybody to see that, to understand what's going on, you know. And I don't want to compare tragedies. I don't want to say that one is worse than the other, because they are definitely 100% not. But I feel like maybe certain ones are more advertised, and I feel like this one has maybe been forgotten about because it was a while ago. But there are people still struggling, full families, children. There are people missing. They're still missing. There are children that have gone. There are, you know, pets that have gone. There are adults and grandmas and grandpas that people don't know where they are. And you just have to assume the worst, but you don't know. I mean, you've been separated, and it's a lot. I've seen horror stories of what people have found when it first happened, what they've seen. It's bad, and all I can think about is these people and how bad it's going to be in like 4 inches of snow covered everything, and you're in a tent. There's no heat, you know. It's just really, really, really something that makes you thankful for what you have. And I just really hope that everybody is able to get somewhere warm during this, because it's going to be rough, and it was just really rough. And this time of year is just unforgiving, especially, you know, if you don't have any kind of shelter. It's very, very unforgiving. So that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to like come and give you an update and let you guys know, like, this is what we're going to be doing. I will try to video through it and everything, and make maybe some, like, I'll try to do daily vlogs or did you say bi-daily? Every other day vlogs, to keep you guys updated, because I mean, -10, I've never seen weather like that. We are going to be having our animals inside. We are trying to, our porch is not enclosed, so we are going to try to do that with some heavy plastic and stuff like that. And then we're going to wrap our windows and everything, and we're going to be okay. We're going to be all right. It's just going to be a bit brisk for a while. We probably won't leave the house for a very long time, but I'm hoping that it can hold off long enough for us to get prepared for it. And hopefully we don't lose power. But like I said, I will definitely keep you guys in the loop. I will update you with what I know when I know, and show you videos of what the snow does, what we get, and just keep following me, and I'll see you in the next one.